All right, welcome back, COSA 50 folks. Professor Almeida here. I know it's been a while since you last saw me in an announcement video, face-to-face folks. Obviously, you last saw me on Wednesday. But here we are. We're just about at the home stretch. And, you've come this far. Let's finish strong. But before I get into our final 2 weeks together, there's a couple of things I need to go over. First, for those of you who have gone on to take the MOS Excel Associate and passed it, congratulations. That is something you can now put on your resume. So if you have your resume and you have a heading for industry certifications, you could put Microsoft Office Specialist Excel Associate 2019. That is yours. Don't forget to message me in Canvas Conversations so that I can replace your capstone score. By the way, that special deal is still good all the way up to the last day of the course, which is Saturday, December 17th. Okay, so if you decide later on to go for the MOS in Excel and you pass it, make sure you let me know so I can replace your capstone. All right, speaking of the capstone, okay, you do have 3 tries on the Excel capstone assignment. If you get stuck, you do have your e-text. You have the 3 project walkthroughs that I went through. You have other online resources. And in the case with face-to-face folks, you obviously have each other. Okay, so let's make sure we get that turned in. G-metrics. You probably saw the announcement that I made a major change to the assignment. Let me show you here. So this is the change. I'm no longer requiring that you turn in testing mode results. However, I am limiting which exams you can turn in. Now in G-metrics, obviously you can take any of these exams as many times as you want. We're looking at access here, and I'll talk about this in a moment. But let me switch back to Excel. And for the purpose of the G-metrics assignment, you're going to be choosing either one of these 2 Cert Prep exams. Okay, Practice Exam 1 or Practice Exam 2. You can choose either one, and you're going to turn in your training mode results. Okay, you just need to pass with a 700 or better to receive full credit. Again, I'm not requiring testing mode results, but you do have to choose from one of these 2. Of course, if you're going for the MOS, you do want to score at least an 850 or better in testing mode, and there's a couple of other practice exams you can go through. But for the purpose of this assignment, you are turning in your training mode results from either one of these 2 exams right here, Practice Exam 1 or Practice Exam 2. Now, if you don't pass, turn it in anyway so that you can get some credit. Okay, you can resubmit your G-metrics results as many times as you like up until the Sunday deadline. Also, if you decide to go for testing mode and you score an 850 or better, I will award an additional 10 points. So you could earn 110 out of 100, and that could offset your capstone if you didn't score 100 there. Okay, so you have another opportunity to get additional points. All right, that's pretty much it for your Excel capstone and your G-metrics assignments. Again, due Sunday night. Don't wait until the last minute. Make sure you get those turned in. Let's move on to weeks 15 and 16, our final 2 weeks together. All right, so 15 and 16. Pretty much going to be like the last 2 weeks, except now we're looking at Microsoft Access. Your capstone covers the 3 chapters we went over in Microsoft Access. And again, you do have the same resources that you did with Excel. You have the project walkthroughs, you have your e-text, you have your peers, you have online resources. Face-to-face folks, I noticed that attendance dropped off quite a bit after Thanksgiving. I'm giving you time in class to get these assignments done, and if you get stuck, you can ask each other in class. Okay, for these capstones, you got to show what you know. Okay, so let's make sure that we get these capstones done. Now, as far as the MOS is concerned with access, Okay, we've only covered 3 chapters and they were pretty basic, right? How to create tables in datasheet and design view. You've learned how to create simple forms and reports, and then we got into creating and modifying queries, and then finally how to maintain your database and some basic concepts on relationships. Obviously, there's a whole lot more to Access, and I'll have a little shameless self-plug right here. COSA 25, Microsoft Access for Windows. If you want to learn the ins and outs of Access, take that class. I teach it. You'll learn something. But anyway, for Gmetrics, plan to spend some extra time going through training mode and learning the concepts. Again, I'm not asking for testing mode results. You just need to score 700 or better in training mode. For those of you who are going for the MOS, okay, I'm going to tell you right now from past experience, the MOS Access Expert is not a walk in the park, okay? It is a challenging exam, and it's very crucial that you consistently score an 850 or better in testing mode with Gmetrics. I can tell you that the Gmetrics exams are just about the same difficulty. All right, speaking of Gmetrics, for the Gmetrics MOS practice assignment, again, you're going to complete any Cert Prep labeled Access Expert 2019 practice exam in training mode. And as you saw earlier, for Access, there is only one Cert Prep exam, and that's Practice Exam 1. This mostly resembles the MOS here. And as before, you are free to practice with any of these other exams, but for the purpose of the assignment, you're turning in your results from Practice Exam 1. Okay, maybe when Office 2021 comes out, they'll have multiple Cert Prep exams. Okay, and again, as before, if you don't pass your exam, upload your results anyway. That way you get some points, and you can resubmit as many times as you like up until the deadline. Okay, the deadline for weeks 15 and 16 is the last day of the course, and it's Saturday, December 17th. Okay, no late work will be accepted this time for 15 and 16. Okay, if you're late with your Excel capstone and your Gmetrics results from Excel, you can still turn that work in late. Remember, it's a 20% per day deduction, but for weeks 15 and 16, no late work will be accepted this time. Okay, so let's make sure that we get those 2 assignments done face-to-face, folks. Make sure you come to class, knock them out. And the special deal still applies. If you decide to take the MOS and Access, you pass it, I'll replace your capstone score for Access. All right, that's pretty much it. I know this video is running quite a bit. One last thing I want to show you, and there will be a separate announcement on this. You might see one of these pop up in your Canvas dashboard. Okay, you can see the one here for COSA 50. I'll give you more details about it starting Monday. Look for an announcement in Canvas. All right, this is it, folks. You've made it this far. Let's finish strong. And if I don't see you, good luck with your capstones, with your MOS practice, with your MOS exams, and I wish you all well on your future endeavors. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care of yourselves.